Elle was on Christmas Eve. That lady came too. Live with her people, Jim Dear and Darling. They loved her at once, but as often happens, they needed some training from her. For example, they thought she would like a little bed and blankets of her own. It took some howls and whining on Lady's part too. Show them their mistake, but it was not. Long before they understood that her place was at the foot of Jim Dear's bed, or Darling. In her turn, people are really quite intelligent. As every dog knows, it just takes a little patience to make them understand. By the time spring rolled around, Lady had everything under control. Every morning she wakened Jim Dear with a bark and a licking his hand. She brought his slippers and stood by until he got up. Then out she raced through her own small swinging door to meet the postman at the gate. After the postman came the paper boy. And then it was breakfast time. Lady sat beside Jim Dear and Darling to make certain that not a bite or a crumb go to waste. After making certain that Darling did not need her help with the housework,
spring rolled around,
Lady went out to circle the
everything
house to keep all danger away. She barked at sparrows and dragonflies in a brave and fearless way. Then she was free to visit around. Lady had two close friends of her own who lived in the houses on either side of hers. One was an old Scotsman, known to his friends as Jock. The other was a fine old Southerner gentleman, Trusty by name. Trusty was a bloodhound, and in the old days he'd had one of the keenest noses south of the Mesa. Dixon Line, Lucky Jock and Trusty spent many happy days playing together. Perhaps the nicest part of the day came toward the evening. That was when Jim Dear came home from work. Lady would fly to meet him at his whistle and scamper home at his side. It took only a moment to reach the little house, and then the family was together. Again, just the three of them, Jim, Dear, Darling, and Lady. And all this added up to making her the happiest dog in the world. It was autumn of that year when a bit of urgent business brought a stranger to the neighborhood. The stranger was a cocky young mongrel known around the town's side. Fly as the Tramp. This day he was too. Jumps ahead of the dog catcher's net, rounding the corner near Lady's house. Just then, along the street came a stately open carriage, followed by two proud carriage hounds. The Tramp fell in step with the two proud carriage hounds until the dog catcher gave up the chase and ambled away. Understand the pickings are pretty slim. Around here, a lid on every trash can, a fence around every tree. He had just said.
Did you see, lassie? Darling's expecting a wee bairn.
Of one twinkling
Bairn? Scotsman means a baby, Miss Lady.
Away.
Bairn?
Oh,
The old Scotsman means a baby, Miss Lady.
out of step.
Well, they resemble the
marching to
little
someone
bairn of a
else's.
Did you see, lassie? Darling's
Telling for this
expecting a
cocky
wee
mongrel.
bairn.
Well,
Bairn?
the tramp
Scotsman
sighed
means a
and
baby, Miss Lady.
cock of his head. I may as well have a look around this neighborhood as long as I'm here. And my time's my
It's
own.
little my brother, eh?
And his
I'll
feet
lay it
led
on
him
every
down
trash
the
can,
shady
a fence
street
where I live.
to the house where
Stanley
Lady
Pickens,
lived.
you're pretty slim around here,
Poor
eh?
Lady was in a
I
very
live
sad
in every
state.
trash can that's in
The Tramp appeared. The first
That
dark
thing is
shadow
slim around
had
around
fallen
here, eh?
over her life.
A fence around
Why,
every
Miss
tree.
Lady? Trusty asked her. Is something wrong? Well, Jim Dear wouldn't play when I went to meet him.
The
And then he
pickings are
called
pretty
me
slim around here, eh? A lid on every
Dog.
trash can, a fence
Lady
around every
admitted
tree.
sadly.
Oh,
Why, Miss Lady?
Jim Dear
Is something
called him
wrong?
That dog, cried Jock. He and Trusty were shocked, but they tried to make light
pretty
of it.
slim around here, eh?
I
A
wouldn't
lid on
worry
every
my wee
trash
head
can, a
about it.
fence around every tree. Oh,
Jock told her as cheerily
why,
as
Miss
he
Lady?
could.
Is something wrong?
Remember, they're only humans after all. Yes, I tried, said Lady with tears in her dark eyes. But Darling and I have always enjoyed our afternoon romps together. But yesterday, she wouldn't go out for a walk at all. And when I picked up a soft ball, she dropped and got ready for a game, she said. Drop that, Lady. And she struck me, yes. She struck me. To Lady's surprise, Jock and Trusty were laughing now. Don't take it too seriously, Jock explained. Don't you see, lassie, darling's expecting. A wee bairn. Bairn, said Lady. The old Scotsman means a baby, miss. Lady, Trusty said. What's a baby or a bairn, Jock? Lady. Wanted to know, just as Jock started to answer. Lady's question, the tramp came along. 184. Well,
The old Scotsman means a baby, Miss Lady. Bairn?
They resemble
The old
humans,
Scotsman
only
means a
very
baby,
small.
lassie. Darling's
They walk
expecting
on
a wee
all fours.
bairn. The
And
old
if I
Scotsman
remember
means a
correctly,
baby, Miss
Trusty.
Lady.
Broke in. They holler a lot.
Bairn's Wessie?
They're very
The old
expensive,
Scotsman
Jock
means a
warned her.
baby, Miss Lady.
You'd not be permitted
Seriously,
to play with
Don't you see, lassie? Darling's
very
expecting a wee
mighty sweet,
bairn. The
smiled
old
Trusty.
Scotsman means a baby.
And very, very soft, said Jock.
Bairn?
Just a
The
cute
old
little
Scotsman
bundle of
means a
trouble.
baby, Miss Lady.
Anew. Voice
The old
broke
Scotsman
in. It was the tramp
expecting
who
a wee bairn.
Jerked
Well,
up
we
to join the
resemble
group.
bairn.
They scratched.
Brass. You get
Pinched
the urge
poor
for a
ears.
stray, some
He
dust
went
for
on to
Randy.
say,
He
but
gets
any-
fleas on baby.
Dog can take that. It's what they do to your happy home. Homewreckers, that's what they are. Just you wait, miss. You'll see what happens. When
Right?
Junior gets here,
I'll lay it on every trash can
you
on the
get the
fence
urge for a
where
nice, comfortable.
If you like
Scratch
say
and put that dog out,
on the
they
turn,
say.
you believe it
He'll
like
get
say,
fleas on the baby.
yawn free.
You
Get
start
the
barking
fleas
at
on
a
the
strange
tail.
note. and
He ain't fleas the baby
Stop that racket, they say. You'll wake up.
Just
The
you wait,
baby.
miss. You'll see that happens.
No more of those nice, juicy cuts of beef.
Like you say,
Leftover baby
See
food
what
for
happens
you.
when Junior gets here.
Instead of your
You
nice,
get the urge for a
warm
nice
bed
puddle of
bed.
scratch.
to
A
dancing.
leaky doghouse in the rain.
Puppy stroll.
Oh dear,
You could do a
sobbed
nice
Lady.
thing for
Jock rushed to
me.
her side. Don't you listen. Lassie, he growled. No human is that cruel. Of course not, Miss Lady. Trusty put in. Don't believe it. Everyone knows a dog's best. Friend is his human. Ha ha, laughed the tramp as he turned. To leave. Just remember this, pigeon, a human's heart has only just so much room for love and affection, and when a baby moves in, the dog moves out. Poor lady, she had a long time to worry. All through the long, dreary winter months. At last, on a night of wind and rain in a most confusing flurry, the baby came. Now there was a stranger in Lady's room. Lady was scarcely allowed inside the door, and when she did follow Darling in, all she could see was a small high bed and a strange wrapped-up shape in Darling. Arms, but there was a smile on Darling. Lips and a softness in Darling's eye.
All
She
right,
spoke,
Aunt
she
Sarah.
spoke softly, and often sang sweet songs, so Lady began to think the baby must indeed be something sweet. If only they could be friends and play, perhaps. It might have worked out that way soon. If only Jim Dear had not been called away. TLL only be gone a few days, Jim explained to Lady, with an old-time pat on the head. Aunt Sarah will be here to help. You, and I'm counting on you too. Knock, knock. The door shook under a torrent of bangs. It was Aunt Sarah. Lady watched from between. Jim Dear's legs as a stone-faced lady marched in, leaving a stack of luggage on the doorstep for Jim Dear to bring in. Till put your bags away for you, Aunt Sarah, Jim Dear offered.
Get away, little beast.
No need for that,
Poor
James.
darlings.
You just skedaddle.
Dogs don't belong in
Or
the
you'll miss
house
your
with
train.
you.
Oh, all right, Aunt Sarah, Jim Dear said. As he rushed toward the door, he managed a last pat
Get
for
away,
Lady.
little
It's going to be
little beast.
little
Poor
rough
darlings.
for a while, she understood from his pat, but it won't be long, and remember. Lady, I'm depending on you to watch
Get away,
over
little beast. Poor
things while I'm away.
darlings. Dogs don't
Then Jim
belong
Dear
in the
was
house
gone,
with you.
quite gone. Lady knew her job.
Poor darlings.
She raced upstairs,
Dogs
too.
don't belong in the
The
house
bed
with you.
where Darling was having her afternoon rest, and
Poor
Lady
darlings.
snuggled down
Dogs
on
don't belong in the house with
it,
you.
coverlet within
Get
patting
away,
distance
little
of her
beast.
hand.
Poor darlings.
Not for long, then.
Dogs don't belong in
What
the
is
house
that
with
animal
you.
doing here, Lady? Heard Aunt Sarah's voice. Oh, it's just Lady. Darling smiled. Get off that bed,
Poor
snapped Aunt
darlings.
Sarah.
Dogs don't
And she
belong in
pushed
the
Lady.
house with you.
You'll get fleas on the
It isn't safe to have this
Baby,
beast
sure,
around in the
sure.
house with a baby unmuzzled.
Poor lady.
There
She was
now, you
hustled
little
straight out.
brute.
of the room, back down to the front hall. There, still waiting, stood Aunt Sarah's bags. So she gave them an experimental sniff. There was something peculiar about one. Basket, an odor unfamiliar to Lady in one. She did not understand. She sniffed again. She circled the basket. Zip, out shot a silken. Paw and clawed her from behind. Lady pounced on the basket, suddenly out. Shot 2 large forms. Yes, 2 Siamese cats. They were very sly, they were very sleek. They were tricky as could be. They walked across the mantelpiece. Scratched the best table legs, they bounced. On the pillows Lady never touched, but whenever Aunt Sarah came into the room, they made it seem that Lady had done everything bad, and they had been angel twins. Get away, little beast.
It isn't
Aunt
that
Sarah
safe
would
to have this beast around
say,
the
kicking at
little
Lady
house.
with a toe. Poor darlings. She would coo, scooping up the Siamese. Cats in her arms. Dogs don't belong in the house with you. Poor Lady. She was blamed for trying to catch the goldfish, when really she was just protecting them from the cats. And when the cats opened the canary cage and were chasing the poor frightened little thing, it was Lady who was blamed by Aunt Sarah of 185 course and put out at night in the rain. Everything was just as the tramp had said. Oh, what a sad, sad life. The worst day of all was still to come. That was the day Aunt Sarah took Lady to the pet shop and bought her a muzzle. It isn't safe to have this beast around in the house with a baby unmuzzled, she said. Tears
There,
filled
get it out of
poor
your
Lady's
system and then
eyes.
tell me what
Then
this
the
is all
muzzle
about.
was snapped
That's
on.
all we got.
There now, you little brute, said Aunt Sarah. Lady could stand no more. She reared back on her strong little
Indeed,
legs.
and tell me what this is all about.
Snapped through, and away our lady ran. She had never been alone in the city. The large crowds of people frightened her, and the clatter of hurrying wheels down a dim and quiet alley she ran, and she found a hiding place behind a big barrel. There she lay, and shook with fright. Well, Pigeon, what are you doing here? She heard a brisk voice say. It was the tramp, and how handsome he looked to Lady, how big and strong she snuggled her head on his manly chest and had herself a good cry. There, he said in a gentle
say
tone.
thanks.
Get it out of your system,
Oh, you
and
get
then
more
tell me
thank you, then.
what this is all about.
Here. You know what? Say
So
thank
Lady
you.
told him the whole sad story. And I don't know what to do next, she told him with a sob.
It's off.
First
It's
of all,
off.
we've
It's
got to get
off.
rid of
Thank
that.
you. Thank you,
Catcher's
Signora.
mitt.
Here, Dim,
said
if you're
the
getting
tramp
something,
with
your
a nod.
gadget.
It's
At her
off.
muzzle.
It's off. It's
Let's see a
off.
knife.
Thank
Know
you.
that.
Thank you, Signora.
For
Here,
humans,
Dim, if
a
you're getting
scissors,
something, your gadget.
A saw of teeth. That's what we need. Come on, we'll visit the zoo. Lady had never heard of a zoo.
You what?
but
Thank
she
you. Say thanks. Keep
trustingly
on. Say
followed
thanks.
along.
I
And Lady
care.
did
Well,
just
say something.
as
Cool.
the tramp told
Thank
her
you.
to.
Here.
Until they
You're
were
forgetting something. Your gadget.
safely past
Keep it
the
if you
no
wish,
dog
Beaver.
sign.
I can.
Strolling
Well,
down
say thanks.
the sunny
thank
paths
you.
inside
You're
the zoo.
forgetting something. Your
The
gadget.
paths were lined
Keep it
with
if
high
you wish,
fences,
Beaver.
and
Well, say thanks.
beyond the fences, well,
Hey,
never in her
keep it
wildest
there and tall.
Happy
dreams
something
had
here.
Lady imagined
Here's
that
what you want to do now,
animals
Pigeon.
came in such a variety of sizes and shapes and colors,
Keep it if you wish to
but though
prove
all
it.
of them were
I
nice,
can.
about it, there did not seem to be one who could help remove the muzzle until they came to the beaver house. Say, said the tramp, if ever a fellow was built to cut its beaver, let's call him. So they did. That's a pretty cute gadget, Beaver said, pointing at Lady's muzzle.
Look down here.
Did you make it?
for the taking.
Yourself. Oh no, said Lady. We were hoping you could help us get it off, the tramp explained. Get that muzzle off, and let's have a look at it. No, I'm afraid not. The only way I can get it off is to chew through it, and that seems benign. That's exactly what we had in mind, grinned the tramp. It is, the beaver was surprised. Well, it's your thingamajig. Hold still now. This may hurt a bit. Lady held as still as could be.
world of townies.
There, said Beaver, and with a smile he handed her the muzzle. She was free. It's off, cried Lady, bouncing up and down the paths with joy. Oh, thank you.
Say thanks.
Thank you, she stopped to say as the tramp prepared to lead her off. Here, said the beaver, you're forgetting. Something, your gadget. Keep it if you wish, beaver, said the tramp with a lordly air. I can, mumbled beaver.
What
Well
is
said.
it, Aunt Sarah?
Thanks, and as they looked back, he was trying it on with a happy smile. The question is, what do you want to do? Now, Pigeon, the tramp asked as they left.
What is it exactly?
The zoo behind. Oh, I'll have to go home now, Lady said. Home, said the tramp. You go home. Now, and you'll just be sliding your head into another muzzle. Stay away a few hours, let them worry. Give Aunt Sarah a chance to cool off. Have dinner with me at a little place. I know, and then I'll show you the town. Lady had never known anyone so masterful. She found herself following along, and she had to admit that dinner on the back step of a little restaurant was the best meal she had for weeks. Then they went to the circus. Ladies first,
Lady,
they
stop
had
that
wonderful
racket!
seats under the first row. After the circus, Lady and Tramp took a stroll in the park, and since it was spring,
Lady,
the night was
lady,
warm.
stop that racket!
Time passed all too quickly. The first rays of morning caught Lady by surprise. Oh dear, she said. I must go home. Look, said Tramp, they've given me pretty rough time. You don't owe them a thing. Look at the big wide world down here. It's ours for the taking, Pigeon. It sounds
Lady,
wonderful, Lady
stop
admitted.
that!
But it leaves out just one thing. A baby I promised.
Lady,
To watch
stop that
over and
racket!
protect. The tramp gave a deep sigh. You win,
Lady,
he
stop
said.
that!
I'll take you home. But on the way, they passed a chicken yard. Tramp could not resist. Ever chase chickens, Lady? No, then. You've never lived. In a flash, he was scraping a hole under the fence. But we shouldn't, said Lady. That's why it's fun, the tramp explained. So she followed him in, and when the chickens squeaked and the farmer came running,
Oh, I'm going down to see.
it was Lady who was caught. Oh, Tramp tried to warn her, but she simply didn't know her way around. The next thing, she knew she was in the dog pound. Lady had never met dogs like those she found in the pound. At first they frightened her, but she soon found they had hearts of gold, and she found they knew the tramp. Now there's a blood under days. Caught, said one. Yup, his only weakness is days. Said another. Got a new one every week. He does, said Lady. Well, I certainly hope I wouldn't give a second thought to a person like that. But really, she felt very sad.
She ever got into?
She was
One
sure
winner
now the
that
tramp would be caught so he could go on to another day. Her reception when she got home did not make her feel any better. She was put out in the doghouse on a stout chain. When the tramp came around early the next day, Lady would not even speak.
Yes,
To
he's
him,
a very brave
that
man.
was just what one
Must be
stranger
taking
in
it very
the
hard.
yard had hoped to see. That stranger was
Yes,
slinking
he's a very
silently
brave lad.
along under the
And Miss
cover of
Lady's
the
taking it very hard.
tall grass near the fence. From the end of the fence, it was a short dash to the shelter of the woodpile, and there the stranger lurked, waiting for the darkness, that archenemy of all society, the
Lady's so
rat.
very hard.
The rat was no stranger
Taking
in
very
London.
hard.
He had often poked around this house,
Lady's so very
trying
hard.
to find a way
Taking very
in,
hard.
but always he had been frightened off by the
Miss
thought of a
Lady's
dog
taking
on
it very
guard.
hard.
Now, seeing
Some
Lady
way we
safely
can help.
chained far from
They could not think what
the
attacking
back
would
door,
Yes,
and having
Lady's
watched her
lady's
send
taking it very hard.
the tramp away, the rat thought his big chance
Miss
had come at
Lady's
last.
so very hard.
So in the dim light of dusk,
Taking very
he left
hard.
his hiding place and scurried toward the back door.
Yes, he's a very brave
Lady was
lad.
standing at the doghouse
And
door,
Miss Lady's taking it
looking
very
sadly
hard.
after the tramp,
Yes,
and wondering
he's a very brave lad.
if she had been too cruel
And Miss
not to let
Lady's taking it
him
very
try to
hard.
explain when she
Yes,
saw it that
he's a very brave lad.
sly, evil figure
And Miss
slinking
Lady's
toward her house,
taking it very
toward
hard.
Darling and the baby.
Yes, he's
Lady
a very
had
brave
never
lad.
seen a rat before, but
And
some
Miss Lady's taking it
instinct
very
told her that
hard.
this creature was evil and vicious. She knew this stranger must not be allowed in the house. When she saw it slinking through her own Little swinging dog, waiting
Come on, come with me.
Santa Rage.
barking wildly, she lunged against him. Far down the street, the tramp Hearn stopped in his tracks. Upstairs in the house, Aunt Sarah heard.
And Miss Lady's
Too,
taking it
but
very
she was
hard.
not one to understand.
There must be
Lady,
some-
stop that racket, she snapped.
Says it very
then
brave,
slammed the
and
window
Miss Lady's
and
taking
turned
it
away.
very hard.
Darling heard the uproar. What is it, Aunt? Sarah, she asked. Nothing was but that spoiled brat. Carrying on because she's chained up. But she's never carried on like this bee. For, Darling worried, could someone be trying to break into the house? Perhaps a fool. Went down to see. Nonsense, snapped Aunt Sarah. Stop being ridiculous and go back to sleep, Elizabeth. And you, hush up, you little beast. At that very moment, the evil rat was pulling himself step by step up the stairs.
He's helping there.
But at that moment, too, the tramp came. Back, he wondered why Lady was barking. What's wrong, Pigeon? He asked. A horrible creature went in the house. Lady panted anxiously. Horrible creature. Sure you're not seeing it? Things, Pigeon. Oh,
Come
please,
with me.
please,
Yes,
cried Lady.
he's a
Don't
very
you
brave lad.
understand?
And Miss Lady's
Tramp,
leg's
please, the
taking
baby.
it very hard.
Must protect the baby. With one last lunge, she snapped the chain. Staggering forward, she broke into a run and raced fearlessly for the back door. The tramp was close
That
behind
dog,
her.
it's
Take.
all been a terrible
It
mistake.
easy. He
That
told her
mongrel
in
is
his fine,
yours,
soothing
mister?
tones.
Yes, he's mine.
Remember, I'm right with you. Through the kitchen they raced, side by. Side in the darkness.
That dog!
Then into
It's
the
all
hall
been a
and
terrible mistake!
up
You
the
mean that
stairs.
mongrel is
Lady
yours,
led the way
mister?
to the
Yes,
baby.
he's mine.
room
That
and the
dog!
tramp
It's all been a
behind.
terrible mistake. You mean
But
that
just
mongrel is
inside the
yours,
door, they
mister?
both stopped.
Yes, he's mine.
Short, for there sure enough was the rat. The tramp knew what to do, and he wasted no time. He disposed of the rat behind a chair in the corner, while Lady stood guard over the crib. The tramp was just returning, still panting, from his battle with the rat.
That dog!
when Aunt,
It's all been a terrible mistake.
Sarah
You mean
blew
that
her hand
mongrel
to
is
please.
yours, mister?
Take that.
Yes, he's mine.
you mangy cur.
That dog! All been a terrible mistake. You mean that mongrel
Broom
is
on the
yours,
train.
mister? Yes,
He
he's
winced
mine.
and ran before the rat.
That dog! It's all been a
Until
terrible
himself
mistake.
locked in a
You
dark
mean that
closet.
mongrel is yours, mister?
Now
Yes,
Darling
he's
was
mine.
there, too.
That dog! It's all been a terrible
As she
mistake.
sang
You
sweet
mean that
songs.
mongrel is yours, mister?
Lady,
Yes, he's
Darling
mine.
said in surprise.
That dog! It's all been a terrible
to.
mistake. You mean that mongrel is yours, mister?
said
Yes,
Sarah.
he's mine.
She's jealous
That dog! It's
of the
all been a
baby
terrible
and brought one of her
mistake.
vicious
You mean that mongrel is yours,
friends in to
mister?
attack the
Yes,
child.
he's mine.
Oh, I'm sure not, cried Darling. I believe that she saw the stray and came in too.
That dog! It's all
Protect
been
the
a
baby.
terrible mistake. You mean that
Rubbish,
mongrel
said
is
Aunt
yours,
Sarah.
mister?
But
Yes,
Lady
he's
is.
mine.
Your responsibility, if you don't know yet. Duty, I know not. I will notify the authorities.
That dog! It's all been a
They'll take care
terrible
of this
mistake.
little brute
You mean
once
that mongrel is yours,
and for all.
mister? Yes,
As for
he's
you,
mine.
she picked
That
Lady up.
dog! It's
By the
all
scruff
been a
of her,
terrible
locked
mistake.
in.
You mean that mongrel is yours,
In the
mister?
kitchen for the
Yes,
night.
he's mine.
Bad
That
news
dog!
spread
It's all been a
and
terrible
over.
mistake. You mean that
By
mongrel is
morning,
yours, mister?
everybody in the
Yes, he's
neighborhood
mine.
knew, every pigeon, canary, and squirrel, that the tramp had been picked up and was to be taken off to be executed. Aunt Sarah's cats knew, and for once even they felt something like sympathy as
That
they
dog!
trotted past the
It's all been a terrible
kitchen where
mistake.
Lady sobbed alone. Jock and Trusty heard it. They watched from behind the shrubbery as the dog pounded.
And when I come home, I trust that you
Wagon
will be
stopped
ready.
and the tramp to his doom. Brave lad.
I want to save that dog.
And Miss
And when I
Lady's
come home, I
taking it
trust
away.
that you will be ready.
There must be someone who can help.
That dog.
So
That
Jock
dog.
but they could not think.
It's all been a terrible mistake.
Lady knew.
And when I
there
come
was
home, I trust that you will be ready.
and it came and attacked his
Dog.
Jim
I
Deere
trust that you will be ready. That
Terrible
dog.
night as soon as he came in. But I still don't understand, said Jim. Why should a strange dog and lady
That
leaving
dog.
the kitchen door
It's
tried
all
to
been a terrible mistake.
say that she could explain?
That dog. It's all been a
Jim Deere
terrible
opened the door
mistake.
and knelt
You
beside
mean
her.
that mongrel is yours,
For a while
mister?
she jumped up
Yes,
to
he's
look at
mine.
Grace. Lady, what's all this about, old girl? You know the answer, I'm sure, he said. For a reply, Lady jumped past Jim Dear and raced up the stairs to the baby's room. "She's trying to tell us something," he said. Jim Dear was at Lady's heels. "You're right, dear," she said, and when Lady showed her the dead rat behind the chair, at last she knew what it was. "Don't you see?" he cried. "That strain dog wasn't attacking the baby, he was helping. Lady protected instead. Oh, Jim dear, and we've sent him to be." Darling wailed, clasping her hands. "I don't see the reason for all this fuss," Aunt Sarah sternly said. "Aunt Sarah," said Jim, "I'm going to save that dog, and when I come home I trust that you will be ready to leave." "Well, I never," Aunt Sarah gasped. Then off raced Jim Dear in the taxicab, on the trail of the dog-pound cart, but Lady was ahead of him, with Trusty and Jock beside her. Lady was off, down through the street and through the town on the wagons trail. They made some wrong turns. There were some dead ends, but at last they sighted the cart ahead, with the tramp watching them through the wire mesh. Straight to the horse's feet the three dogs ran, then barking and snapping and leaping about. Trusty, Jock, and Lady set the horse to rearing nervously until the whole cart swayed and tipped. They had won. Now up rattled Jim Dear's taxicab. "That dog," cried Jim Dear, pointing to the tramp, rubbing noses with Lady through the bars. "It's all been a terrible mistake. RNRSA. You mean that mongrel is yours, mister?" the driver asked. "Yes," said Jim Dear, "he's mine." So home Lady and the tramp went, in a taxicab with Jim Dear, and that was the end of the story, almost. Let us visit that little house once more, at Merry Christmas time, see the baby playing on the floor, surrounded by wiggling puppy dogs. Jim Dear and Darling are watching baby with love and pride in their eyes, and watching the puppies every bit as proudly. Our Lady and the tramp